Hello friends, this is Yashvanthan. Today we are going to find the answers for the questions, what are the amazing super secret techs behind Avatar 2? And, what's the best cinema format to see Avatar? Compared to 2009, visual effects artists have access to better and more affordable software and motion capture techniques. Cameron delayed this sequel's production partially to nail the technology that brings such a sequence to life, and now it's easy to see why he felt it was worth the time. In 1993's Jurassic Park, Steven Spielberg decided to use CGI instead of stop-motion animation to render about half of the dinosaurs seen in the movie. It was among the first movies to convincingly depict animals through CGI. Sometimes if characters are rendered completely through CGI, the results can look cartoonish. Avatar, which has swept the world with more surprises, giving a new dimension to the world of cinema. A huge team of artists was constantly working for over a year to transfer the renderings to the photorealistic images. Every minute detail was taken care of by rendering every tree, leaf, or even rock individually with the most innovative methods in rendering, lighting, and shading used over petabytes of hard disk storage. Avatar, The Way of Water is the best look at where those efforts currently stand, and it's as breathtaking as the 3D advances for 2009's Avatar. Avatar 2 uses unique underwater motion capture that Cameron devised for the sequel, which replaces the normal motion capture and 3D technologies that made Avatar famous. The Avatar 2 has been shot mainly underwater, by utilizing, for the first time, a specific camera tech. Besides the Sony Venice, the underwater rig was built from a 3D beam splitter. Unlike Avatar, the Aquaman filmmakers shot the underwater scenes using a technique called dry for wet, in which actors were suspended from wires and filmed against a blue screen in a studio. Lost in this technique are the more realistic physics and lighting effects gained from filming in actual water. There was an enormous tank constructed at the Manhattan Beach studios. The tank could hold enough water to allow the filmmaker to replicate real-world oceanic conditions. Standing 120 feet long, 60 feet wide, and 30 feet deep and holding more than 250,000 gallons of water, the massive tank functioned as the film's underwater volume. Avatar 2 was shot on specialized underwater cinematographic methodologies. It's highly recommended to watch it on IMAX 3D. If you can't watch in IMAX 3D, the next best option is a Dolby Cinema, which offers 3D, 4K, and HFR, as well as HDR and Dolby Atmos sound, which some believe to be superior to IMAX sound systems. There's one drawback: the screen may not be as large, so you won't get the same immersive experience. Gemini Man's ideal release was 4K 3D with a frame rate of a whopping 120 frames per second. It was virtually impossible to see the film the way Lee meant to present it due to a lack of theaters showing it that way. Most of this had to do with the fact that it just didn't look very good. It was too dark. And the crispness of the image often led to the feeling that you were watching a daytime soap opera shot on video or a movie with the motion smoothing setting on the TV still on. Worse still was, when overloaded with visual effects, it started to look like a video game cutscene. None of these problems affect the new version of Avatar. And that's the real achievement. James Cameron has not asked exhibitors to upgrade their projector installations. The technique developed by TrueCut Motion doesn't require theaters to purchase any new equipment, it's just another part of the post-production process. Digital Cinema Scissors, Technical Procedures for Creative Edit and Aesthetic Final Delivery. This book is available on Amazon Kindle and it is also available as paperback version. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.